Tough afternoon for us. Give Maryland a lot of credit. Thought they played really well, made things very difficult for us around the basket, and not being able to score eventually sort of overwhelmed us a little bit. It's a fine line on the road, and you got to make all the little things kind of go your way when things aren't going well on one end. And we played hard for the most part. Our defense kind of hung in there, but some long rebounds and some loose plays really changed the game. It broke it open, and then from the breakout point, we weren't able to really make anything happen offensively to, hang in there. And then the defense to offense, being able to break the game open and get that type of a lead, kind of showed it 10-minute mark after. It was too hard to hold on, but we got to keep playing hard. Wednesday night's a big one for us at home, and in this league, you're in a deep ocean, man. There's a lot of waves. You're gonna have to ride them out and figure out how your group can survive it and keep moving forward. And for us, that's the way it is. I can't complain about our guys and their approach and what we're doing. Just got really, really stuck, so to speak, at one stage of the game, not being able to score, and coming out of halftime, being able to hang in there again. But a couple 50-50 plays and a couple things that just broke their way, really broke the game open.
Jeff?
Coach, what do you feel are leading to these long scoring droughts you guys are experiencing?
The ball's not going in the basket. Whether it's a layup, whether it's a free throw, or whether it's a wide open shot. At some point, you have to be able to put it in the basket. And we got enough guys that can do that. Certain teams got to struggle to find their way. We got to get a more quality three in the game. Our backcourt's got to be able to create more off the dribble on those threes. They got to be able to get assists. Those are the ones you're going to make when you draw the defense. Not challenge twos, not 50-50 plays at the basket. It's the ones that you break the defense down and your guards are able to create. We got to get more threes that way. We got to go to the line more, and we got to keep going to the line and making it. And then in and around the basket in this league, moving forward from January till February, there's not going to be one easy one. Okay? There's no calls. That's not happening. So you got to be able to finish through contact and put some down. And we didn't have that, for the most part of the night. I mean, we shot for the game. What did we shoot for the game? 36%. Shot 26% in the first half, and we're 1 for 7 from 3, but we're 7 for 23 from 2. Not making it at any level. So step up and make it. We can do it. It's one thing is you can't just overcomplicate it and make it harder than this. You just got to keep working at it.
Zach?
I guess to that point, is there any concern with just maybe guys when it's not going in, getting a little bit too rushed, maybe losing a little bit of conviction in keeping it simple offensively?
No, I don't think so. I think, at the end of the day, we've gone through some tough stretches here offensively, but it didn't impact our defense for a good portion of the game. Our rebounding kind of caved in at one point in time when we did get some stops. They probably got 3 or 4 rebounds on 2 possessions in the game, but at some point you have to continue to compete. You have to continue to play tough and play through it. And, at the 10-minute mark or 12-minute mark, it's an 8, 10-point game, 12-point game. You're right there. Just kind of stay with it. You can't let the floor sort of fall out on a couple plays and then let it become a problem. And teams change throughout the course of a season. Our team's going through one right now. We've got to find our way to get back out of it. We'll do that. And then, the league's a long league season. There's a lot of teams that are going to lose by 1, lose by 20, whatever it is. You got to navigate the road, and that's what we're trying to do right now.
Coach, in terms of Maryland's defense, it seemed like they locked down at that point. In the first half, you were up 5, and then the second half when you had come back and made it a close game. What about their defense makes it as tough, or was it just you guys not executing?
No, you have to give them credit. I mean, their game plan, is in what it was, but they got a great shot blocker at the basket in Jalen. He impacts a lot. They bring in the big fella off the bench now. He impacts some things around the basket. And they're long. They're guards. They're wings, Darryl and Wiggins. Those guys, they're long. They're athletic. They do a really good job of keeping their man in front of them for the most part, and they stay right in between. So it's tough to score in and around the basket. Our defense didn't create any easy ones. If you look at them, I think 7 turnovers. The points off turnovers was 25-9. So on the road, you got to find a way to get some easy ones. And our defense didn't create any easy ones as well. But from their defensive standpoint, they got great length. They keep you in front. They're not getting too exposed out there. And for us, they choose to, sort of pack it in at different positions. But we got some good looks. We got some point blank stuff around the basket in both halves. We needed them to go down, they didn't. And we got to find a way to knock those in as they move forward.
Last question.
Against Wisconsin, it's a very similar blowout loss. Now in 2 Big Ten road games, you've had blowout losses each time. After Wisconsin, you talked about confidence and bouncing back from that. Is it different this time, or is you going to go through some of the same kind of?
Two different scenarios. Obviously, losing games is losing games, but there's certain ways you do it. And I don't think you watch this game at all and say that our defense allowed as many easy baskets or easy shots. I think we were in the game for the most part with our defense. Offensively, I think up until maybe the last 4 minutes, which really doesn't count offensively, we were about 1 for 18, 19 from 3. I don't know what it was.
1 for 17.
1 for 17 from 3 now on the road. I mean, you're not gonna just hold teams down and shut them down for periods of time. You gotta be able to make some of those open ones and make some of the tough ones. I mean, that's what teams do to overcome. You gotta make some shots. And Maryland's field goal percentage wasn't very good today when you really think about playing at home at 38% and 25 from 3. With that type of lead, you know how bad you have to be on offense? I mean, you don't have to score for like 10 straight minutes. I mean, you 38% and 25%, if you'd have told me coming in the game, Maryland would shoot at home, those percentage, you'd say, probably got a chance to hang in there a little bit today. And we did for a while, and then it sort of caved in. So we'll go from there. There's a lot of room for this team to continue to grow up and figure things out. I do think that we'll be a more confident shooting team on Wednesday.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.